she mix it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mack off the draw play, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The gun, Trubisky, and this is caught. It's Jack Graham, and he will have the Bears first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And 10, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score, Rams 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Complete to...
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Tackle made at the 36.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st down, Bears.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is going to have a Rams Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he gets it inside. inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. From the 2 now, second and goal. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
On the play, it's third and goal.
From the gun, here's Goff, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, he'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He completes this one to Mack.
Trubisky.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trubisky.
Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
For the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Now Muller's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, he would be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustmts that might be made defensively.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over.
43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. Mack gets hit, and the ball is free. And the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a flag. Touchdown, LA. Brian Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the left.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he may want to track down that football because that's That's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Goff slings this deep from McLaurin. And he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 21-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
5 yards. First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll roll him out right. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Rams 36, Bears 10. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The return is Henderson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make it?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the night, and the Rams have got it on cruise control. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Darnell Mooney. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Prince Amukamara.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Goff on 1st down. Ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Tag it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Rams 56, Bears 24.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Rams 56, Bears 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Michael Brockers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
A loss of 4 yards.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now he's forced out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
15 yards on the play, first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's third down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Bears 31.